was unable to locate Cairo International Airport. This small landing pad was the closest I could come to the city center.
Why'd you expect to find an international airport?
According to my map, there should be an airport 22 kilometers northeast of central Cairo. Instead, that seems to be the site of a landfill.
There hasn't been commercial air travel since the collapse, 20 years ago.
Perhaps my navigation database is out of date.
I'm talking about the collapse, the biggest depression in world history. I guess you don't follow current events.
Of course I know about the collapse. If I fail to find the passenger I'm looking for, I'll be available to take you to another destination. If so, we'll leave from this landing pad.
Once again, good work in Seattle. The WTO is making good use of the data.
Well, someone new in the Medina. Don't worry about catching the plague at my little coffee stand. We are a high-priority zone for the bots, and we sterilize our equipment with infrasound.
That's good to hear.
People come to the old city to find the black market. Is that why you risk getting infected?
Security must be pretty non-existent around here. Is there a lot of crime?
Not my concern. There is always strife. I asked because I can make a deal for someone who could get into the new Cairo arcology and do Queequegs a favor.
I'm listening.
The regional director has been disappointed in my profits since the intensification of Nanite Swell 11. I lose the shop if I can't find a way to impress him.
What am I supposed to do?
NG Resonance is playing a concert in the arcology tomorrow. I need someone to convince her to endorse Queequegs. From what I hear, her manager, Miss Withers, can easily be bribed. Try to catch her waiting for NG and offer her some money. If she accepts, I will compensate you with a choice of several weapon mods, which I found on a dead Omar.
Miss Withers, huh? I'll let you know if I run into her.
Once again, good work in Seattle. The WTO is making good use of the data. Your next objective? Destroy the Nassif family's greenhouse, which is in the northwest corner of the South Medina. The experimental greenhouse, a violation of WTO regulations, should lead us to Dr. Nassif.
We'll try to overlook your betrayal at the Mako facility if you help us find Dr. Nassif. She comes from a poor family in this plague-stricken village. Billy Adams will be coordinating the investigation.
I haven't seen you before. Welcome to our small Medina.
Hi, name's Alex.
Pardon the simplicity of this drawing, but I like to give newcomers a map so they can find their way around. The local business owners are always complaining that they don't get enough foot traffic.
Thanks. That's very thoughtful.
We'll try to overlook your betrayal at the Mako facility if you help us find Dr. Nassif. She comes from a poor family in this plague-stricken village. Billy Adams will be coordinating.
We're sick of you arcology types coming out here, pointing and laughing like this is a theme park or a zoo.
I'm not sightseeing. I have business here.
We have no choice but to stay here. We don't get to go back inside your atmospheric barriers at the end of the day.
I don't live in the arcology.
Our children can't sleep at night because they can't breathe this filth, but that's about to change. You look like you've got more than enough credits to buy breathers for our families.
I don't want any trouble. Let me just give you the credit.
It's good that you can see reason. Now go back to your penthouse in the arcology.
We'll try to overlook your betrayal at the Mako facility if you help us find Dr. Nassif. She comes from a poor family in this plague-stricken village. Billy Adams will be coordinating the investigation from the mosque that lies between the arcology and the village. Report to her at once.
There are several ways to put an end to the Nassif family's illegal food production. Destroying the filter system will kill the plants, or you can destroy them directly. You can also reprogram the software that automates the greenhouse.
Access determination. Mission jeopardies. Intruder not found. Processing likely intrusion. Signal pattern match highly probable.
Close the place down and go home. Whoever came after my niece and murdered our technicians is still looking for her. I came back to my apartment and tried to pass so that I could check up on my daughter at the Tarsus school. But the headmaster assures me that she's sick. Still debating where to go anyway. Don't return to work until you hear from me personally.
We were hoping you would run into Dr. Nassif's uncle here, but it looks like he's one step ahead of us. After you destroy the hydroponics, why don't you pay him a visit? His apartment is on the second floor of a building across the square from the Order Church.
Only a brave or stupid man walks here alone.
Tourists are not welcome. I've tried again and again to get accepted into their cult.
No more congestion. No more fatigue. Use Vitatech Cure 11.
You have been conditioned with suffer from Vasana, my seekers. Hindu yogis have also warned their students of this flaw. The superficial and the material. Let me help you discover your true selves. Turn away from these false sense of self-limitation.
Hey, watch where you're...
I think something's going on. Do not spread corruption and disorder. Acknowledge your responsibilities to your fellows.
I'm leaving. Too dangerous.
It sounds like operations are going well. Show those Omar beasts we will not tolerate their pollution. And that's just the first step in our plans for the city. Once the right people are running things, every citizen will wake up. They'll finally see how important the battle for purity really is.
That's strange. I can't take anymore. It's not safe.
For God's sake, leave me alone. Yes, I have closed the greenhouse. There was a murder there. The murder of my brother. The greenhouse will stay closed until I am certain that the Nassif family is safe.
I'm sorry about your tragedy.
Sorry? Who are you to be sorry? You killed the parents and now you come to kill the uncle? Well, the Nassif family is fighting back. Layla escaped and you won't find her.
I know your niece. She was my instructor at Tarsus Academy in Seattle. I'm not here to kill anyone.
No? Then what? Do you know who's after my family?
Everyone, as far as I can tell.
Funny. Ha ha. And meanwhile my daughter Ava goes missing at the Tarsus Academy in Arcology. All of us hunted like greasels.
Tarsus Academy?
Right, where Layla went to school. She helped her cousin get on the same track, to a decent life. Now we are targets.
Maybe I can help out. I'm on my way to the Arcology.
And you are a Tarsus man, yes? Well, perhaps you can have a word with the headmaster. I will give you my parental code, 74652. Tarsus is on level 107. Tell the fat bum I want him to return my calls. Where is my girl? Why couldn't Layla find her last night?
An interesting discovery. So Dr. Nassif has a cousin at the Tarsus Academy in New Cairo. The visitation pass will let you enter the school on level 107 of the Arcology. Find the cousin, Eva, and see if she leads you to Apostle. First, you will need a pass to the Arcology itself, though. Maybe you can get one from someone in the Medina.
You owe it to yourself and your family to purchase the only real Plague 11 cure.
Chicago, someone put you on my tail? You're a long way from home.
I'm on Dr. Nassif's tail, the program we came out of, Apostle Corps. It's based here in Cairo.
Apostle Corps?
The scientists who ran our training. Tarsus was a front.
This is some coincidence. Either there's a contract on my head...
Or maybe the Omar have an interest in the program that created us too. What do they have you doing out here?
I told you before. Protection.
Protection from what?
Anybody. A lot of people don't like Omar. Most people think they're freaks. Right now, supposedly, these Knights Templar fanatics are planning a raid. So I'm waiting for them.
All by yourself?
That's my assignment, but these cyborgs can fight when they have to. I just wish we had a better tip, like when the raid's gonna happen. Then maybe I could get some sleep.
Who tipped you off to begin with?
Someone in the village. But the Templar command is in the Arcology. They have a recruiting kiosk there. We can't move people into New Cairo too easily.
Maybe I'll do some sightseeing in New Cairo. I'll let you know if I come across anything.
Yeah? If it was me, I'd sneak up on the place and eavesdrop. Omar's schematics show a vent near the Tarsus School on 107, West Wall. One of the shafts leads to the kiosk. You could listen from inside the shaft. Be careful, though. Arcology support systems are secured against pests, whether transgenic or human.
I had a run-in with some Templars in the apartment building across from the mosque. Their history. Maybe there won't be any raid.
Not likely. The Templars have cells all over the Medina, but maybe you got the one who would have tipped the balance. Thanks for sticking your neck out. I'll split my first combat bonus with you if these Omar make it through the raid. One thing I am is dependable.
You sure got a prime location for your business here.
We appreciate your resourcefulness in seeking us out.
I guess we'll see if it was worth my time and effort.
You will appreciate our merchandise. You are a welcome customer, having helped us in the past.
Go on, you've got my attention.
A Templar-run facility in Flight Bay 24 on Arcology Level 110 has a number of classified programs. Most importantly, a body armor project for Templar paladins. Also, a counter-agent to the pollution that causes Plague 11 has been invented, though its deployment has been inexplicably delayed.
The counteragent sounds like something that would interest the villagers. How do I get into this facility?
First, you'll need a pass to enter the arcology proper. Take this one.
Thanks.
Then talk to the woman in the air terminal information booth. She works for us. We will tell her that you are coming. Say to her simply that you have a friend in common. Once inside the terminal, locate the armor and upload the schematic. You will also find your cure.
Okay. What are you selling?
I have 2 black market biomod canisters with...
Give me the black market bio.
No sign of trouble so far.
Why struggle with breathers when simply drinking this tonic can counter all of the nanite's effects?
How are you?
I have to see your arcology pass before I can let you in.
I've got one right here.
Okay, you're clear to enter.
Yes, this is the Cairo branch of your old armada, curiously geared towards younger children under the code of security. But there should be some clues about Apostle Core inside. You should make a thorough search of the premises.
You've got our attention now, much to your misfortune.
You must have no idea who you're messing with. I will keep this area secure. You must have no idea who you're messing with.
Deputized and immunized for a Scabland sweep. 1 hour tops. Not one alarm will sweep.
Welcome to Pequod's Coffee for the Stars.
Stars?
Yes, superstars. Miss Withers, the manager for NG Resonance, just ordered a tall pecorino on ice. You heard that NG is having a concert here tomorrow, right?
Maybe you should ask her for an endorsement.
Exactly. I was just thinking about that. I bet the executives would make me the manager of the whole region if I could pull that off. Regrettably, Miss Withers said NG is pretty picky about that sort of thing.
Someone like NG Resonance probably wants to see a credit chip with lots of bits in it.
Well, I was thinking. The rumor is that Miss Withers is the one who makes decisions. If I could find someone who would approach her, maybe offer her some money.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'd like to make a trade. You look modified. Well, I have a biomod canister I lost and found, probably left here by one of those little rakes from the Tarsus school who are always playing spy games in the office suites. It's yours if you convince Ms. Withers for me. Offer her a generous bribe.
Of my own money?
Unfortunately, the coffee business is very low margin. We will have to agree on a trade for the biomod. If you succeed, the central office will negotiate NG's fee.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you in the splendor of WTO enclaves. You enjoy a higher standard of living than any.
This is the Arcology's outreach kiosk. Any trouble?
Who the hell are you? I made it clear to the Arcology chairman that NG would not arrive until tomorrow, and that regardless, there would be no solicitations, no endorsements, and no appearances until showtime.
My mistake. Sorry.
For a second, I thought you were that guy who runs the Pequod's coffee shop downstairs. The fool thinks that if he attacks me with a goofy grin, I'll convince NG to endorse the franchise.
You can't blame him for trying, I guess.
He could have at least given me my coffee for free.
You'd sell your influence for a cup of coffee?
It would be a start. I'm so sick of these nobodies expecting me to do special favors for them and not even having a few credits to compensate me for my trouble. What about you? Are you just a fan, or do you have a good reason for bothering me?
I'm just a fan.
She doesn't do so bad. For herself. I don't want to be bothered unless you have business to discuss.
I put down some money to see NG promote Queequegs.
Splendid. I'll put in a good word.
Can I trust you?
As much as you can trust anyone who takes bribes. Now leave me be. Let's make an effort not to be seen together.
But I saw it in the news. All of Chicago gone.
Remember, you are...
Is something wrong?
Yes. I'm trying to get access to this hangar to see if it might explain these figures, and failing miserably. Whoever said the WTO has perfected bureaucracy has obviously never dealt with the Templars.
What do you mean?
The WTO is reviewing the Templars' duties and tariff payments, so they've dispatched me to do a proper audit. They may put on a show of amicability, but every time I try to actually see what's in that hangar, I get the runaround.
What do you suspect is going on?
I have no idea, but whatever it is, my figures suggest they're not paying nearly enough for transporting it via a WTO facility. Maybe you'd have better luck? A new face? If you get the info to us, we can make it worth your while.
I'll see what I can do.
We haven't met, now stop looking at me. Can I help you?
I believe we have a friend in common.
Ah, yes. He told me you were coming. The door code is 23489.
Hey, I'm leaving.
Enough. I'm leaving.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Our assault schematic
Access flight. A target acquired.
Scanned and uploaded through your info link. Once you find it, you will also find information about your Cantor nanite in this hangar.
Hostility classification. Accident.
I will find you. Whoever you are, you've made a bad mistake. Chew on this! Whomever I heard seems to have slipped away. What? Is someone there? Oh man, you're taking on the Templars?
Lieutenant, here is the soft key to the storage room at the back of the hangar. I need you to remove the Plague 11 files, the ones related to the cure, and bring them to me at the VIP overlook in Flight Bay 23. Meanwhile, here is the key to the suite on 108. It's time. Shut Apostle Core down, but do it quietly.
Unbelievable. The chairman himself is a Templar. Maybe you should locate the files he was talking about and confront him in the hangar bay. But first, check out that Apostle Core facility on level 109. Your assignment will be to eliminate Dr. Nassif before she gives any information to the Templar extremists or to the WTO.
Well done. Our enemies will become known to us. Return to the Medina for your compensation.
Respect for the counter nanite. Put an end to the chairman's scheme by reprogramming the nanoformer bots to synthesize the cure. The bot kennels are near the exterior on level 107.
I turned up evidence that you've been perpetuating the plague in the Medina by not allowing a counteragent to be deployed.
That's a pretty fanciful accusation.
I watched the V-mail you sent to the Templars in Flight Bay 24.
Resourceful little muckraker, aren't you? How much do you want?
What do you mean?
How much to keep you quiet? That's what this is about, right?
The cost of a good defense lawyer. Give me the money and I'll keep your dirty secret.
Here you go. Now keep your nose out of my business.
I'd like to hear you explain how a city chairman can turn his back on thousands of people living on his city's doorstep.
For your information, testing has yet to prove the counteragent's safety. I'm not going to be responsible for creating yet another cloud of self-replicating dust motes.
It can hardly be worse than Plague 11.
That's easy for an outsider to say. If I don't weigh the consequences, the city might get sued, or I could lose my job. Step over to one of the flight bay windows. Look at that list. Imagine if you were responsible for rebuilding...
Repairing damage. Repairs complete.
That's enough. I'm leaving.
Maybe
that's enough. I'm leaving. I'm going to do something about
Ow! Oh my god! A body! Not moving. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Asleep?
Security Chief Morgan dispatched me to this location to find Dr. Nassif for questioning.
Yeah, I've got business with Layla too.
I know you've been working for the Order and that they may have reasons to want Dr. Nassif dead. I'm part of the WTO now, and we don't believe in vigilantism. I plan to enforce the law, no matter who threatens Nassif. We need her alive and conscious for quick information extraction.
According to the intel I've got, the Templars have her pinned down inside this facility.
We also suspect that there are a few bots gone haywire inside.
Sounds like a walk in the park. You stay here and guard the entry. I'll find Nassif.
Good idea. By the way, Chief Morgan wanted me to give you this biomod canister. A reward for securing the mag rail plans at Mako.
Great. Pass on my thanks.
Stick with us, Alex. The WTO is good to its people.
Don't let a bunch of pseudo-religious mystics turn you into an assassin. Locate Dr. Nassif. The WTO wants to get to him because he reveals valuable content for terrorists. Think of the hold up behind what remains of the impossible secret.
more than that. Stop a Templar! This is what you trained for! Target in sight.
I know what you're thinking. Go on! Do it! Well, are you
Falling apart. I don't think you're going to want to go much further, Alex.
Who are you? And how do you know who I am?
I'm the security chief for this facility. We were alerted to your presence shortly after your arrival in Cairo.
How did you survive the raid?
Let's just say I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Kinda like you do.
So you're modified?
Yep, some of the best new tech. Probably even some stuff you don't have yet. Then again, maybe you don't need it. I'm going to settle this right now. I'm not playing.
Dr. Nassif should be here shortly. She's actually been working with the subjects directly. And I can hardly wait to ask her what they're like.
There she is, up ahead. Dr. Nassif turned you into a lab specimen, Alex. No one will blame you for killing her.
The Knights Templar are already tearing our organization apart. The last thing we need is one of our own fishing for classified information.
You could have told me and the other trainees about the experiments.
Here you are, our biggest secret, walking straight into a deployment of Templars. Surely you've guessed. You're the next generation of the technology MJ-12 used to create JC Denton. You are the third Denton prototype, a clone of JC.
MJ-12? The offshoot of the Illuminati? This is almost unbelievable. They're the ones who started the Grey Death. I was supposed to be part of a plot to take over the world?
Until your older brother, JC, broke up their network and in the process caused the world economic collapse. When you were 5, Apostle Corps moved you and your foster parents to Chicago.
From Area 51. My parents always said we were from Palm Springs. So was JC Denton here? Is that who you're protecting?
The directors of this facility are either dead or captured. JC was never one of them, but I don't know who was running this lab. There wasn't much communication between the different cells.
That's all you know about the leaders?
I'm as ignorant as you. I did see the Paladins remove a cryogenically frozen body. Maybe that was the facility director. Maybe a botched experiment. Who knows?
So this is the end of Apostle Corps?
In Cairo, maybe so. I've been trying to reach Trier, Germany, our last hidden base, but all lines are down. I found out that the leader of that cell is a man named Tracer Tong. He's the only one who can contact JC. If you insist on tracking down our leaders, you can hire a pilot at the Pequods on level 107 and go to Trier.
The WTO wants to know some specifics about your research, Dr. Nassif, and where it's still being carried out. Tell me more about this Tracer Tong and the facility in Trier.
There's another Apostle Corps lab near the Black Gate with the usual facilities, plus one major difference. A teleportation gate that can take you to JC Denton.
Is that a unique detail?
It's the only one. Alex, I understand you're under pressure from the WTO, but you don't have to become their puppet. Get to JC and do what you can to finish this project. If you do that, it won't matter who controls this research, because the fruits of all this work will be available to everyone.
So after the collapse, JC went underground to, what, start his own biomod firm? From what I know, he doesn't seem like the corporate type.
I've never met the Dentons, but the story is that they realized after the collapse that no attempt to restore any form of world government was going to succeed right away. They decided instead to prepare the conditions for a new type of government.
With biomods?
A way to level the playing field between rich and poor. A society is no better than the individuals it contains. If all of them can be healthy, intellectually gifted, and self-reliant, the prospects for liberty look much better than they did early in the century.
And you buy it? You think Paul and JC are sincere?
That's what we're all told when we join. What you would have been told eventually if your training hadn't been interrupted. It sounds better than the constant bickering and warmongering between the Order, the WTO, the Templars, or the quasi-feudal powers that sprang up after the collapse. Having grown up poor, I appreciated the Tarsus school, and when Apostle Corps came to me and said they wanted to get rid of the Enclave mentality that keeps the rich behind walls and the poor, like my relatives in the Medina, scrabbling in the dirt, I couldn't refuse.
Good work. Chief Morgan will be pleased.
The mosque is a weapons-free.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe it is a judgment on us.
Someone in our colony started that rumor so that we'd blame ourselves.
Repairing wounds. Finished repairing damage.
Maybe if they knew that I'm sick,
Enough
they'd
with
let
this
me
nonsense.
in.
I don't mean to interrupt.
You startled me there. I guess I'm a little preoccupied.
What's wrong?
Well, it's my daughter, Mina. Look at her.
It's okay, Mom. I'll get better.
Ever since she didn't get into the Tarsus Academy, her infection has been getting worse. She should be up on level 107 right now, in her own dorm room, studying and breathing filtered air. She's always been such a good student.
I wish there was something I could do.
That's very kind. But unless you're on the admissions committee at the academy, or unless you're someone who can hack in and put Mina Amir on the acceptance list, there's not really much to do except wait and pray.
Really, Mom, I'll be fine.
Some of us still worship the old gods, despite everything that's happened.
She wants into Tarsus, huh? I'll see what I can do.
My sister...
You look fine to me.
Anything I can do to help?
Just stay out of the way. Too many patients. No time for chit-chat.
As you wish. I'm looking for someone named Billy Adams. I heard she's in this mosque.
The woman from Seattle, yes. Where are you from? You Cairo? Why come here? The air in the Medina is polluted.
Is it that serious?
Just take a look outside. It's nanite dust these people breathe, from nanite swell 11. Particles like little insects, unaffected by the wind. Probably a leak from a pre-collapsed laboratory that's been forgotten for 2 decades.
If you're ready to depart the mosque, go ahead. Scan.
Alex, you seem to have business in many different places.
Guess I'm not the only one. You still sitting in your helicopter on the landing pad?
I've finished my search of Cairo. I'm ready for the next destination.
And you don't care where I'm headed. You're ready to go anywhere I decide to go.
I've decided that you might be going in the right direction.
Toward your passenger?
Perhaps. If you'd like free transportation, I'll be waiting at the landing pad outside the arcology.
Sorry. Oh, everything's spinning.
Fantastic. The nanoformers will begin cleaning up the pollution in the Medina right away. The air should be safe within 24 hours. SSC records show that several students have been reported missing. You might want to ask some of the children if they know what's going on.
Good to see you.
Hi. I think they were kicked out. They disappeared right after the last biochem exam. Go away.
I'm getting sick of doing all this damage control.
Oh, really?
Tarsus continues to offer the best educational opportunities even in this time of uncertainty. It was in the memo. You did read the whole memo before racing down here, didn't you?
Yeah.
But if you really must see for yourself, I can't stop you, as long as you have your access pass. You did remember to bring it, didn't you? We can't have random visitors wandering through. I won't take any more of this!
What's... I'm going to run for it! I'm going to run for it!
I'm going to run for it!
Why are you hiding out back here?
I'm not answering any questions until you tell me who you are.
Moschini Nassif asked me to look for his daughter, Eva. He's very worried. Is that you?
Okay, I'm Eva, and people should be worried. We were poking around the headmaster's office one day and found this secret room. From the looks of it, he's plotting something horrible for some of the students here.
How can you be sure? What did you see?
Something to do with purification. Some group called the Templars. I couldn't make sense of it, but I'm fairly certain that he didn't mean expulsion when he mentioned terminating students. You can see for yourself.
Where is it?
The vent high on the wall leads to it, but there is a spider web keeping vermin out of the ventilation system. Or you could go through that opening in the floor to the maintenance tunnels. At the end, past the boilers, there is a ladder to the secret office. There is some serious climbing and jumping, though, and only the girls in gymnastics have been able to do it. The code to the room is 9133.
Thanks for the tip. It sounds like you got yourself to safety just in time.
For the time being, at least, I'm going to stay hidden until I'm sure it's safe out there, and just hope he doesn't find us. Please do something. Tell the headmaster has this bizarre secret office with files on all the students and communications with someone outside Tarsus.
Excellent work as usual, Lieutenant Archer. You will be pleased to hear in turn that we have seized the Apostle Core facility. It was right under our noses on level 108, transmitting the suite's soft key ID so that you can join us at your leisure.
This school was once an Apostle Core operation. The Knights Templar must have penetrated their organization some time ago. An interesting discovery, but one of secondary concern now that we already know the location of the secret Apostle Core facility.
something
Archer,
else to do
there
right
have
now?
been some strange rumors regarding
Welcome to Tarsus, Cairo. I'm Silas Archer, the headmaster. Can I help you?
Oh, come off it. I know your secret, and I'm not going to let you get away with this.
You may have a few pieces, but I doubt you can see the whole picture.
I know enough. You're on assignment from the Templars to purify this school, you monster.
What's really monstrous is the way these children are being hopelessly polluted. We can't allow humanity to damage itself like this.
So instead you neutralize the children yourself, rather than let them be polluted?
So much is at stake that a few sacrifices are more than acceptable. We're talking about the survival of a pure human race. Someday we'll see that our cause is just. For now, there's nothing you can do for these students. It's too late.
That's what you think.
Is someone there?
Here goes. Ah!
The rumors about Tarsus have been greatly exaggerated.
What rumors?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed you were another disgruntled parent. You are a parent of one of the students, aren't you?
Sure.
Well, as you can see, the students are hard at work as usual.
Too dangerous to talk!
That sure did sound like something may be going on.
Trying a grenade.
System damage manageable. Continuing. This area.
How are you? Likewise, friend.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. Welcome, Alex D. Your last interaction was at Club Box in Upper Seattle. Why such a long journey?
I could tell you, but what a waste that would be of your data processing ability.
Alex, guess what I found out? Your name has appeared in the WTO crime database.
Did I do something wrong?
You're listed as a material witness in a criminal case filed by the Order Church.
I've had some contact with the Order, but I haven't heard about any legal actions.
The brief claims that the arcology chairman suppressed research that could have cured the plague, and that you can testify accordingly.
I don't know if I'll need to testify. I talked to the chairman. We discussed regime change for New Cairo.
You're registered to receive a monetary reward. I can be your cashier if you wish.
Thanks.
Your input is appreciated. Let's talk again.
You're starting to seem more like a surveillance tool than a pop star.
My conversation style adapts to the user. Besides, people tell me things. The data must be handled responsibly.
Have anything else for me?
I'm showing another entry for Alex D in the crime database.
What for?
You're listed as the investigator who opened a criminal probe into Tarsus Academy.
I investigated the school, but I didn't know I was part of an official operation.
The Knights Templar have found recruits in strange places. The Enclaves are very concerned about tracking their activities.
And mine too, apparently.
The WTO's surveillance policies are spelled out in the charter, in case you have any questions. Please report your findings on Tarsus to the local SSC office located on level 108. They're authorized to disburse a reward. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about, Alex?
You might like to know that your manager is taking bribes.
Oh? Bribes for what?
Endorsements for a particular brand of coffee.
Very interesting, Alex. Thank you. I'm so glad I have a friend I can trust. Testimony in a bribery case carries a customary reward. Shall I transfer the funds?
Thanks. What are you gonna do?
Oh, tra-la-la-la-la. I think I'll fire the bitch right now. Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about, Alex?
So, you're performing in New Cairo.
Yes, tomorrow evening. You're gonna come, right? Come on, it'll be fun.
Where at?
On a stage near the Pequod's coffee shop. I put you down for a free ticket, remember? That'll be so cool if you come. You're one of my favorite fans, Alex. I'm ready to listen.
Miss Withers gave me a call. Thank you so much. You did it!
Everything is arranged. Pretty soon, screaming kids will be lined up around the block.
I owe you my life. My career is saved. Let me show you those weapon mods I was talking about. An ammo scavenger, a fragmentary rounds mod, and a glass destabilizer. I got them off an Omar who was crucified at the end of the street. Gruesome scene. The work of the Templars, I'm sure.
Thanks, I'll take the frag rounds mod.
My pleasure. I can't wait to see the faces of those self-satisfied arcology thieves when Pequod shuts down, and I take over the coffee shop on level 107.
I eavesdropped on the Templar recruiting station in the arcology.
Huh, my lucky day. I see that it pays to have old friends from Tarsus.
The raid is going to happen any minute.
You know this for certain? I should stay in position. How long?
Hard to say. Maybe an hour?
I'll be ready. Thank you. They won't catch me sleeping.
Very well done. This schematic has already proven useful. We have learned that the armor contains a weak spot, triangular in shape, on the back.
Interesting. Anything else?
Would you like to make a purchase?
No thanks.
As you wish.
I wasn't sure about you at first, but you turned out to be a good man.
No more congestion. No more fatigue.
Hey? I think something's going on here.
You owe it to yourself and your family to purchase the only real place of religion.
Huh? That's strange.
Goodness, put the stuff.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That's enough. I'm leaving. I looked around the school. Your daughter had a close call, but she's fine. The new headmaster was working for the Templars, some sort of plot to murder the most talented students and their families. I killed him.
Are you sure he was going to murder the children?
I'm certain. Fortunately, I got there in time.
Order be praised. My Eva is safe. Here, no arguing. Take a reward. Money means nothing to me anymore. I bet we're being targeted by the devil.
This is a weapons-free zone.
Okay.
Thanks.
Alex D. The information you provided our agent has proven valuable. He was successful against the invaders and would like to thank you. Your future business with Yomar will remain on favorable terms.
I saw your daughter's name in the school's recruitment database. I moved her to the accepted category.
You mean...
Your daughter's now a Tarsus girl. Check with the authorities before letting her move into the arcology, though. There's been some trouble in the city.
Mina, did you hear that?
Thanks, mister.
You don't know how much this means to us. It could save her life.
Just get some rest for now. I'm glad I could help.
I don't mind bending the rules in order to see.
If you're ready to head out, just exit the area. Unlock weapons.
No more congestion. No more fatigue.
Hey, Chicago, great tip. I let him close in and then BAM! Dropped every last one.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I don't have much in the way of a reward, but this showdown just got me a big bonus and put me in tight with the Omar. You're welcome to half. Plus, I'll throw in a little extra since you've made your own contribution to the Templar body count. Good work.
Thanks. I'm just glad things are working out for you. Keep your head down.
You don't have to worry about Leo Jankowski. The Omar are safe. Thanks for the tip. This gig is working out.
Take me to Trier, Germany.
What's in Trier?
I'm looking for somebody. That's all you need to know.
What's the name? I've been to Trier many times.
It wouldn't be wise for me to discuss it. Let's go.
As you wish. How fortunate that we found each other. We've both lost someone.